Hey up team, quick update. This is how we're getting on today. Right, rear shock and arm assembly. We were going to go inboard with some fancy linkages and stuff, but there's no weight in the back of this car and we're going to struggle for weight. So therefore we can lie a shock down quite a lot and not worry about massively hard pounded springs, etc, etc. So what I've done is basically the same as the idea that you'll see on the front in a minute, but I've took it off the top arm, which I know a lot of you Class 6 boys do. Took it off the top arm there. Obviously it'll be a lot more strengthened up, etc, etc. And then we're only going to have about 2 or 3 inches of movement, tops I'd say. So everything is working fine. Yes, it's going to be on a hard spring, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to have a load of movement. It doesn't need the movement that you do in a grass car, which is what I've got to try and get out of my head when building this, is obviously because of the fact that it's just going to be low, probably 2 inches of travel on the shocker, etc, etc. Fuel tank's going to be the only big weighty thing in the back. You know, we don't need to go mad on certain things. So that's actually gone in really well, like that. Looks a strong angle, but I bet there isn't that much difference between that and the front end of an 8. Probably maybe 10 degrees more, I'd have thought. And then obviously we'll pick it up on there and have a little bit of a slider for a bit of height adjustment, but it'll all be done on the spring with probably like a helper spring or something like that to get it somewhere near the right height. We're going to get these made out of 20mm thick one-piece plates. So basically, yeah, we'll run like these bosses, we'll weld on top. Plenty of movement in the joints, so we ain't got to worry about anything. Movement wise, that will work pretty cool, to be fair. I'm going to put another brace in off the back chassis now I know where my arm goes. So I'm going to put another brace in off here and then take it up to there, so it will link into that point there, so it will give it all its strength back in. But other than that, mega chuffed with that. Really like that idea. And these tops here, well, it looks a bit agricultural and, may I say it, crap. We're actually going to put a, Gareth doesn't know this yet, so if he's watching, this is a job for you. We're going to put a shallow alley box in the back. So it'll be an alley box made to fit in here, but then put it on struts, so we can open the alley box up, and then people can still see underneath. It's going to take a little bit of thinking about, because of obviously raising it up and not catching the front here. So it'll obviously have to taper away to be able to get it up. But I think that'll look mega cool. And like I said, we can put it on gas struts, so it can still be usable. The back end will still be usable. I don't know what for, but you know, it's not like you're going to take it shopping, is it? But yeah, that's the plan anyway. So that's that bit there we've done today. Also mounted the gear change. Obviously, you know, it's live axle, so the diff isn't going to be going up and down, so the prop will stay straight all the way down. So that will go underneath that gear change housing. I've put the gear cables in the same way, so we only need to mount it off the bottom. Have I done that right? Yeah, I've done that right. Yeah, so they're both going in the same way on the engine side, so they can both mount off the bottom. So that bit's in. And again, steering column, that's in. Obviously we'll, you know, make it look a bit prettier and cover this in anyway, and make our dash pods to fit there. Like I said, Gareth, GJP is going to be very busy. So that's in. Like I said, little, well, not Corsa, a Gila power steering unit. You want power steering with a weight that's going to be over the front. You Class 6 boys would love that much weight in the front of your cars if that was front wheel drive. And then the front end, we just made a bespoke front top arm, and then utilised our normal top arm off our autograss cars, which again, obviously there's going to be some bracing done, so you know, them are either thinking they ain't going to be strong enough, etc. Obviously this is going to go across and have a brace in there just to beef all this up. The shock's very upright on the front, because obviously all the weight's going to be in the front, so the shock's very upright, because obviously you need less of a poundage of spring when the more upright you got your shock. And it should ride a bit better and handle a bit better and turn a bit better, etc, etc. Not that she's going to be a racing car. She's going to be built for show and not to go, but she will go. So yeah, that's progress today, and a little bit yesterday, as you've seen by pictures. It's coming on well. We're flying along. Like, the suspension's in this side as well. I've got to do the back on the other side, and then I'm hoping by the end of the week, if I can get all the bits in, sorry, the end of the month, if I can get all the bits in, she'll be off to Gareth for a month in August, and then straight off to Adam Waldron's at Waldron's Body Shop to sort their shell out, and then back, weld it up, and yeah, powder it up and get it built up ready for the show. We're also going to have an alley floor in. That's Lee Waldron's idea. I'll give him credit for that. We're going to put a 2mm, maybe 3mm alley floor in, a load of bolts all the way around to hold it up and have it coloured a different colour. That should bring that to life a little bit. Also, you know, when you're welding a steel floor in, it tends to buckle and bow and it makes a horrible noise. Whereas the alley, we can bolt that up. You know, we'll have probably 4 tags down each side, 4 down the front, 4 down the back, 4 down the middle. Yes, it's going to be a few bolts, but we're not worrying about weight or any issues like that. So yeah, got a bar to put in for the seat to go around there, so we can hang the seat belts on. Got to be careful how I'm going to do that, because obviously this shell is going to lift off. So I've got to be a little bit dubious how I'm going to do that, but I've got that in my head, so I'm pleased about that. And good progress. Really pleased. Really pleased. It's going well. Cheers, peeps. See you in a bit.